Genesee Avenue, so keep that in mind.
It actually almost is, yes.
Going by fast.
Tough morning on the roads, though.
Yes, it has been.
Thanks, Francella. Well, one local author is being praised for his educational curriculum that teaches about the true history of African Americans. We'll hear from the author himself and talk about the book, We Are Our Ancestors' Keepers. When we come back on Good Morning San Diego.
Back, a local author's educational curriculum is getting loads of praise for teaching young students about the roots of African American history. And here to tell us more about We Are Our Ancestors' Keepers, we have author Charles 3X Alexander, and also Roosevelt Williams III is also here this morning. Gentlemen, great to see you. Thanks for coming on the program.
Thank you for having us.
So tell us about the book. I thumbed through it, and it seems like each page has kind of a different story about a different person in history, and then you get all the way up to Muhammad Ali and Beyonce Knowles.
Yes, well, we wanted to start this book off by talking about our ancestors, those that contribute that you don't hear about in the school system. So we wanted to go back and we wanted to write children's stories to where they can see themselves and their ancestors. And then what we did, we leapfrogged slavery because they always start Black History Month from slavery on up. So we wanted to leapfrog that and then go into those that's continuing to carry the torch. And just show...
What are some of the messages that readers will learn about each of the individuals you have?
Well, that's Imhotep. Imhotep is one that built the pyramids, you know. He taught Aristotle, Socrates, Plato, and all those that you hear about in history, but you don't hear about the teacher. It talks about Toussaint. Toussaint, the Haitians was a great contribution to America, you know, because of the Haitian war. They was able to become a Louisiana Purchase, which half the United States was purchased, you know. So there's a lot of things, and that's Bass Reeves. Bass Reeves is the first African American lawman, you know, west of the Mississippi. He was, you have the Lone Ranger that they patterned Bass Reeves after, you know. Yeah, they talk about the Lone Ranger, but it's actually after Bass Reeves. Yeah, Bass Reeves was a black man.
So you have written this book so that it can be in schools. It's part of the curriculum if they'd like it to be.
Yes, it's been edited 5 different times to meet Common Core standards. We have a great team of educators that just really put their heart and soul in this book, you know, and because of that, it's in 39,000 outlets around the world.
Wow!
We just released the Wakanda audio version of the book last week, along with this Blacks That Impact San Diego, and the goal of that is to get 10 of our youth and 10 parents back to Africa. We're doing a Recycling for Africa campaign. We didn't just want to talk about where we came from, but we also want to take some of our students here in San Diego back home to where they see where they come from. It's one thing to read about it and see about it on TV, but we want to also help them get there.
Roosevelt is here, and you're kind of working together.
Absolutely.
I noticed you brought a chart here, Blacks That Impact San Diego. Want to tell me a little bit about that?
Absolutely. We believe that our network is our net worth. So we wanted to have a poster to be able to share who's who and individuals that are making an impact. So individuals can purchase this poster and have it in their barbershop, their nonprofit, in the school system. So it's a collaborative effort. Once you purchase a poster, you get a complimentary book. You can go to www.ybandmb.com and just to highlight some faces on here, Rudy Johnson III at the Neighborhood House. We have Tony Young, former council member. We have individuals that are making a positive impact and taking it forward. You have to know where you came from to know where you're going, and that's why we practice the Sokofu.
Fantastic. Roosevelt Williams III, Charles 3X Alexander. Thanks, gentlemen. You can get the book on Amazon. I saw it there.
Yes, sir.
If you'd like to check it out. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Rancho, good to see you guys.
Thank you.
All the best. Rancho Buena Vista.